Hey guys, my name is Charlotte aka Honey Sense here on YouTube. I'm looking weird today because I've done my base. Today we are going to be reviewing the NYX Love Contours Love Contours Oil Palette. So in this you will have seen in my boot haul. So there are 2 brow colours, 2 highlights, 2 bronzers and 9 shadows. So I'm going to be reviewing obviously the highlights, bronzers. I'm going to be reviewing all of it. Obviously I won't be using this gold probably, and I definitely won't be using that colour because it's too light for my eyebrows. This one might be too red, but we'll see. I don't know which bronzer I'm going to use, probably this one, but I'm very excited for the eyeshadows as well. So I'm going to start with bronzer. But before I do, don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, and if you like me, to hit the subscribe button, and if you really like me, hit the bell button next to the subscribe button so you see my videos in future. Okay, now we've got the self promo out of the way, let's contour. Okay, so I'm going to take this like angled brush and I'm going to dip in to the lighter colour. I'm just going to use the mirror. The mirror is actually pretty good. Oh, you can see yourself, hello. That's a really good size mirror. I love a brand new mirror because of how clean they are. But yeah, I'm going to dip into the lighter colour, blow off the excess and just go in on my cheekbone. I'm going in quite light at first just to kind of see about the pigment, but so far that pigment is pretty good. There is a little bit of fallout in the pan, but not very much. Okay, I'm just going to blend out a little bit with this fluffier brush just to make sure it's not patchy or like darker in certain places. Okay, so thoughts on the bronzer. I didn't use the dark one, it would be too dark for me. I really like it. I think I prefer more the bronzer than a contour colour because it's a bit too warm toned. Then again, I do use the Hoola bronzer to contour, so I do definitely like it. I've got a bit heavier on one side than the other. There we go. Yeah, I really like it. It's given my cheekbones good shape. I think it blends quite easily and it's quite like, it's definitely got a lot of coverage. No, it's got a lot of pigment, that's the word I'm thinking. So yeah, I really like it. I'm just going to pop some blush on off camera and then get on to the highlight. Okay, so I'm going to use the pink shade to highlight, and I'm going to take my Zoeva Luxe Face Focus brush. There is a lot of fallout, it's kind of gone all around the pan, but we'll see what it's like on. Oh wow, that, I haven't tried it, but look how pigmented that is. And it's like properly pink, which it doesn't look like it would be like quite so pink in the pan. Might be so pigmented because it has quite a lot of fallout. So maybe I'm like picking up quite a bit more than I realised, I don't know. It's like properly pink, but like I'm not mad at it, it's really pretty. I think with the blush I'm wearing it doesn't work too well, maybe if I wasn't wearing blush. Because I wasn't expecting it to be this colour pink. But it's pretty, that's for sure. I'm just going to kind of put the rest. I'm just going to swatch the other colour, the gold, for you on my hand. So there's the gold. I don't know how well it's coming up on camera. But it is pretty. I just think for my skin tone it wouldn't work. But I think as an eyeshadow it would be really nice. So for brows, I'm going to go in with the darker brown colour. And I'm going to fill them in and hope for the best. I do like the NYX brow shadows, powders, I don't know. As I've said in previous videos, I use the eyebrow cake powder by NYX, so I have high expectations for this product. Actually it's darker, actually this colour might be darker than the powder I'm using, and I'm using dark brown, I think. I like it though. I think if my hair was slightly more red toned, it would work better. And I think it would be too dark for my natural colour, because that's my natural colour there. But that's filled in my brows really quick and easy. And you can see there's a massive difference between the two. So far I'm really liking this eyebrow product as well. It's done quite well to do colours for all skin tones, but there being like a lighter bronzer and a darker bronzer and a lighter highlight and a lighter and a darker highlight, but also with the eyebrows I think they're quite versatile. Because I think even with this brown, you can kind of darken it by using more, or you can even mix the two if you need it to be lighter, I think. So I think it's done quite well. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with how my eyebrows look. So yeah, I'm very happy with how they look, especially when you've got like the lighter than the darkest part of my hair, which is dyed. Oh god, my roots look so bad. I would get them redone, but I'm trying to get this colour out of my hair and it ain't happening, so might just have to re-dye it again. It looks quite black now. Yeah, again, very happy with this so far. So this is a 3 for 3 so far. So one more. I'm just going to prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay primer. If anyone knows any good and like really good drugstore primers, let me know, like for eyes. Because I need a primer. But I'm just not a fan of this one, and I don't know if I want to pay for the Stay Don't Stray one like in a full size, because I haven't got a job, so. Okay, so I've zoomed in for the eyes. Not done this before. I'm hoping I'm in focus, and I feel very strange and vulnerable right now. So I'm going to be taking this white one first on a clean fluffy brush. Okay, there is a lot of fallout there. I don't know if it's like blown away, but like it's gone into the purple. So yeah, I just went in very delicately as well, but there's a lot of fallout. Yeah, so far just a whole lot of fallout basically. So off to it. That might be just one. I'm hoping it's the one shade, but we'll see. I'm also really hoping you can't see how terrible my skin is, so. Okay, I'm going to go in with like a really fluffy kind of like crease brush, and I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with that colour there. And just kind of very light. Oh, that one doesn't have as much kickback, so we'll see. Just gonna go in very lightly. Okay, don't need to go in that lightly apparently. Yeah, this one doesn't have as much fallout at all. I find sometimes with like the translucent eyeshadow shades tend to have the highest fallout sometimes of a palette, so let's just hope that's the case here. It is buildable though, I'll give the palette that. It's definitely buildable. This eye is turning out a lot better now, so. I think it's more you gotta build it in one area rather than kind of like windshield wiper motion it, which is fair enough. I'm kind of pressing it in to the eyelid at this point, but that's working. It doesn't look like the colour in the pan. I mean, that's the burgundy kind of colour. It doesn't look burgundy on my eye at all. But I find that sometimes with this kind of colour shadow, sometimes the colour palette like doesn't quite come in the same as it looks in the pan. So I do find that more with like I haven't done a lot of Urban Decay palettes. I found like in the Naked 2 that like dark purpley kind of shimmery colour doesn't come out in any kind of colour purple at all, so I think I'm finally done with that colour now. I am going to go in with the colour above it, that one, the like shimmery copper rose gold kind of colour, and I'm going to go in with like a more dense kind of fluffy brush. Pack that on. This one doesn't have a whole lot either, which is good. I'm going to pop that one over the lid. The colour's pretty, but I don't see a lot of pigment. But it's definitely there, and it's definitely pretty. I'm not going to bother going oil on the end of my eyeline, like my eyelid, because I'm going to put something else there in a minute anyway. Okay, so I'm going to go with more of a round, fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into that like dark purple shade. I'm going to put that in the outer corner and slightly like work into the crease. Again, there's not a whole lot of, there's like no fallout on this one, so I think it's just that top shade. And instead of kind of swirling it, I'm kind of dotting it, like placing it exactly where I want it to go on my eyelid before I kind of like start to blend in the crease. I'm going in lightly because I don't want this colour to kind of like take over the crease. I just want to kind of darken it up a little bit. I like this like dark purple colour, I think it's very nice. I'm going to go in with that kind of denser fluffy brush again, and this proper coppery colour right there. I'm going to kind of put that between a purple and this like more rose gold colour, just to kind of blend them together a bit more. And I'm going to take the big fluffy brush again and just blend everything out. Especially like this corner, I don't know what's happened here, it needs blending. Just at like the edges, it's quite a harsh line. Okay, so on the bottom I'm going to take the more dark coppery colour and I'm going to pop that kind of like the middle to the inner corner. And then I'm going to take a mix of like the burgundy and the purple shade, put that in the outer corner and kind of mix it into the rose gold a little bit in the middle. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little small brush and I'm going to go in with the gold highlight and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. I'm going to mix a tiny bit of that rose gold into that gold highlight, just to kind of turn it a bit more pinky so it fits in with like the look a bit better. Okay, I'm going to quickly add some mascara and I'll be right back. Okay, on my lips I'm going to put the Urban Decay cream lipstick in Fuel because it's kind of got like an orangey tone to it. I think with the rose gold in my eyeshadow it would look really nice. So this on its own is too bright for what I want this look to be, so I also want it to be more of a matte lip. So what I do in that case, if I want like a more toned down lip colour and I want like a shiny lipstick look more matte, I get a tissue and just blot my lips like twice. And then it tones down but you still got that lip colour. That makes sense. I do this quite a lot, especially with like a creamy lipstick like that, and I want it to be a bit more matte, especially if I'm like gonna have a drink. I just want it to last a bit longer. But yes, okay, so my final thoughts. This palette is really good. So I got this one free because NYX had an offer on. If you spent £30 on NYX you got this free, but it's worth £20, so it's £20, you can buy it like any time. And I think for the fact that you get 2 highlighters, 2 bronzers, 2 eyebrow colours and 9 eyeshadows, and there's like a lot of looks you can create in this. I'm going to give you like a close-up of the palette. So 4, 2, 4, 6, it's what? 15 shades? Yeah. So for 15 like powders in here, For £20, I think that's really good. I think I've gone a bit dark, hang on. I don't know, I'm going to fix that. I really like this, especially because you've got like half a face with the products in here. It's great for travel, I think, because it's quite small and compact. It'll easily fit in a makeup bag. It'll be great for like when you're going on holiday and you just need like an all-in-one kind of palette. I think this is just a really handy palette to have. Oh, and the bronzer colour is really nice as well, so if you go on holiday it'll be a really nice kind of bronzy colour for you. And the gold and the pink highlights will just look really nice in summer. I've got like hairs everywhere. But my battery is flashing, so I'm going to end this here. I will film a little clip later on to let you know how things have kind of kept going on my face, like eyebrows and eyeshadows, how well they last and stuff. So I'm not going to end this video properly here, but you'll see me in a couple seconds later on tonight. Okay, so it is about 6 hours later, and yes, there is a giant pile of laundry on my bed, but the light is going, so I don't want to tidy that away and then for it to be kind of dark, because the lighting in my room is yellow, so it doesn't look too great. Just looking in my viewfinder, I can see a massive, it's not even a spot, it's just a scar. But we're not reviewing my foundation today, so yeah, I'm gonna just take a look in the mirror and see what I think about everything. So my bronzer hasn't lasted too well, but I didn't put a whole lot on, but I can still see it. It's just mainly on my forehead where it's gone, but again, I didn't really put a whole lot on there, but it still looks nice, and the makeup on my face is kind of faded a little bit anyway. I didn't set it as well. I did my foundation and then my mum wanted to see me and I hadn't set my face, so everything went wrong today. Eyebrows still look really good. There's a bit of fading here. This eyebrow still looks perfect. This one's looking a little worse for wear. But apparently I've just rubbed, oh sorry, I just flipped you off. Apparently I've just rubbed this eyebrow more than the other one. Eyeshadow, no creasing, and honestly the pigment is still there. I don't think it's lost any pigment. Even actually the eyeshadow like under my eyes, usually I would have none left after like about half an hour, but that's not really budged. This eye especially, it's not budged. This eye a little bit just here it has, but in the outer corner it's still there. Usually I don't end up with eyeshadow on my bottom lash at the end of the day. I don't know how, it just kind of dissipates or something. But yeah, I think the only thing, and it might just be the lighting, is maybe this coppery colour is slightly less orangey. But again, that could be the lighting. I am filming in completely different lighting now. I mean, it's like sunset lighting and it was like middle of the day lighting. So yeah, oh, highlight, still perfect. It's come off my nose. I didn't put much on my nose and I've rubbed my nose a lot because I just do that. But on my cheekbones and brow bone, it is perfect. Obviously it's come off my cupid's bow. I've eaten since then, so you know, yeah. I actually really like this highlight. It's super pretty. So, would I recommend the NYX Love Contours All palette? Yes, I definitely would. For £20, like I said, it was what, 15 powders, obviously 4 being a lot bigger than the others. I mean, actually really it's 6 that are a lot bigger. I would definitely recommend this. I think if you're on the go and you need like a lot of products in one without taking up a lot of space, it's amazing. You can do touch-ups with this with your eyebrow smudge, your bronzer, your highlight, eyeshadow. You can do so much with this. And even if you are lighter skinned, you can use the darker colours as other things, and if you're darker skinned you can use the lighter colours as other things. Like, every skin tone can use this palette, I would say. Maybe not like really dark skin tones. I don't know how the contour would do for that. but a lot of skin tones it works. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you have any requests for anything you'd maybe like me to review or do videos on, let me know in the comments down below as well. And today's question of the video is, I did not think this one through. If you were a chocolate bar, what chocolate bar would you be? That is an incredibly random question. It was the first thing that came to my head. So yeah, let me know. What chocolate bar would you be? I feel like I would be either like Maltesers, like Malteser bunny, it has to be a chocolate bar, or maybe a Mars bar because I'm out of this world. No, I'm kidding. I just really like Mars bars. So yeah. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye!